Anybody who wants to progress their career and is willing to work hard, KSN provides every opportunity for that.
We work with people from 20 all the way up to 60. Like, we work with people who've worked all over the world, and there's quite a family environment.
Our staff are very happy. Our staff really enjoy working in KSN project management, and because they're respected.
The people make KSN different. People build the company, and in turn the company builds the reputation.
When you graduate and you come to work in KSN, you have the ability to today be working on, maybe a retail fit out, but tomorrow to be working on a large 1,000 unit apartment development. When you've spent 4 years in college doing something, it's a whole different ball game when you actually go into the workforce and experience the real life quantity surveying side of things.
When I graduated, I was keen to get stuck into construction, and I was keen to get out on the sites and get exposure and get an understanding of the different types of projects. But at the same time, construction is so varied, so you do need the right backing. You need to be sure that your management and leadership are supporting you to make sure that you're making the right decisions when you're out on site.
It was a new experience. I suppose rule number one is get your boots dirty. Everybody knows you're from a mile away, that you're fresh on the scene. But no, it is good. Once you kind of go a few ladders, go down a few stairs and just make your way around the site, it just becomes like clockwork. You know what I mean? You get used to it, you're there once a week, twice a week, and before you know it, you get to meet the design team, the builders, and all those kind of initial fears that exist, they're gone. You realise they're just normal people, and I suppose that's kind of the way it is.
And as you can hear today, it's a busy demolition site. There's a lot of dust, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of people moving around, there's a lot of construction waste that's being moved out of the site. But if you mind your way, you'll be inducted, you'll definitely have a guide on site, and fundamentally when you get used to that experience in time, you won't be maybe as nervous coming out onto a construction site on your own.
The most important thing KSN bring to any project is our people. It's the talent that we have and the teamwork and the team that back up the individuals that any client or contractor could be dealing with.
Teamwork really, and they know I'll always have their back. And funny, I have a lot of meetings with my team where they'd say, well, I have an idea, or I'd say, well, I have an idea, and they'd say, that's exactly my idea, and they have this eureka moment of, great, we're on the same page now.
So when somebody joins KSN, they get a career plan with a director or with a mentor, and we sit down, we develop the career plan with them, and that's where their goals and aspirations come to the fore, and we develop a structure around that.
So as a consequence of having a greater participation at the table at an earlier stage, the result from our perspective is that we generally have a strong, large team at that table. The work we will be carrying out would rely on the inputs of surveyors at each level.
Even though I'm a junior surveyor in the company, the fact that I get to feed into these larger projects and contribute to these large-scale reports, it does give me quite a sense of purpose in my role here.
KSN run a fairly comprehensive APC program that enables you to determine what areas of expertise you would like to get yourself exposed on. In some instances, this exposure might be on a short-term basis, and if an interest does develop, this can be turned into a long-term exposure.
When I came to KSN originally, I came in, I was a plumber. I worked hard, I approached KSN. KSN paid for me to go back to do an engineering degree. I progressed from being a plumber to an associate director, and I believe the opportunity is there for others if they come in, that this company presents that opportunity to people.
Come to KSN. We welcome all young professionals into KSN. They immerse themselves into the culture and learn about our unique approach to deliver certainty for our clients.